Hello, everybody, and welcome back from a brief hiatus and before another brief hiatus. It is time for the Elseomizer, but before I do, I have some points to dole out. Today's song was indeed from UFO 50. It is Velgris Level 1. However, I'm only counting a guess of UFO 50 as getting the correct series. Because there's a lot of games in that game. So I think that it's fair to count that as a 1-pointer for everyone who said UFO 50. If you guessed Velgress, you'd get the 2. If you guessed Velgress Stage 1, you'd get the 4-pointer. Anyway, let's get me on the screen here. There we go. Hello! It's been a while. I was a little burnt out on Saturday and I didn't stream. And this coming weekend, I've got a convention, so I'll be gone again. But for now, let's ignore all of that because it's time for some Stardew Valley, which is now opening. Very slowly. There we go. Should be on screen in just a second. Yep, there we go. We're back. Yep, I did not stream Resident Evil 9, although I will admit I have been playing it. I don't know. I decided I didn't want to wait. And I wasn't sure if anybody would really enjoy it, and I don't know if I would be getting the full experience having other people involved. Because it is a pretty spoopy game, at least the Grace sections. Oh, ad. That's fine, I'm just checking mail. Alright, let's see. My other furnace is over at the mines still. Alright, I'm gonna wait until the ad is done before I, move out. Let's see. That was quite an inventory clear. That's what I'm talking about. Have a lot of chests. Alright. Oh, yeah. Let's go check up on the Chimkins. I should... Didn't I put in an auto grabber? Maybe I didn't save. That might have been it. I might have stopped in the middle of a day. That's right! I had that weird, crash that happened right after I died in the mines. Alright, ads are done. I'm still showing like 10 more seconds, so I think depending on what ads people get shown, there might still be more. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, now I remember. There was a really weird crash, because like all of my hay got removed from my inventory, And it was just so many, and it was so valuable that it crashed. So that's what happened. But anywho, today we're going to Ginger Island, I think. Might as well start making more diamonds. What were you trying to set up? Some kind of weird peripheral or something for the GameCube that turns out Dolphin could just do? I am gonna bring my copper and coal with me. Yeah, Wii peripheral, okay. Yeah, because I remember when I found out that the most Super Nintendos could emulate the weird mouse thingy that you needed to play Mario Paint properly, and I got a chance to actually play Mario Paint. That was fun. The Skylanders portal. Is there like a Skylanders Archipelago, or are you just playing it for the sake of playing it? Because I never really got into Skylanders, but my nephew was really big into it, and I like Spyro. So we played it a bit, and I'm like, okay, no, I can see why kids fucking love these. Like, it's legitimately good. Like, I didn't get into it, but the concept is cool, and the gameplay is solid enough. I mean, I leveled up, but Eternal Trap sounds not very good. Oh yeah, you can't play it like, wasn't it released digitally? Couldn't you buy the actual like game digitally? The portals and everything, well actually no, it's not digitally, it's physical. Physical would mean that you could play it forever. You can't legally get the portal, but you also can't legally get, you know, a Japanese copy of Zelda no Densetsu Kamigami no Triforce. You buy it used. It's the same situation. There are plenty of portals available in the world that you could buy secondhand. I don't know. I feel like if the AP is ruling against that, because it's not like it's a digital thing that you can no longer buy on any storefront. Like some of them, like, I have to do this because Willie's not home. But like, a digital game that never had a physical release like Toontown, a game that you cannot physically play, I can at least see where they're coming from. But Skylanders, you could buy a used portal. People sell those. Like, I could go to eBay and look up Skylanders portal and I'd find it. Just like I could look up an actual cartridge of, you know, Japanese Link to the Past cartridge. Okay, I don't know how important Dumbo ice cream is, but I cannot fucking afford it, so... Wow, 40 stream streak. That's pretty good. Because you were around even for the Silk Song days, the dark days. Yeah, I feel like the Nintendo ones would work better because doesn't the Wii version plug into one of the GameCube ports? Oh, it's wireless. I'm just talking to everybody, get some friendship points, because... So I know that the, what's it, the portal thing, it's, NFC tags, right? It's the same thing that Amiibo used, right? Yeah, because you can make custom NFC tags. It would be easy enough to make fake Skylanders. That would definitely be not allowed on Archipelago Main. For a second there, I was worried that it wouldn't actually give me a fishing rod. Am I gonna catch a sunfish during the ice fishing event? Oh yeah, that'd be fun if the difficulty scaled the more times you beat everybody. I think Stardew Valley Expanded did something similar to the Halloween maze, right? Like, because it gave you like a bunch of different mazes as the years went by. I don't know how many fish I need to beat Willy, but I feel like 5 is pretty good considering I don't have fishing levels. Dang. It probably could have gotten that last one if I had fished a little better on some of those. There was like a little bit of time where it wasn't in the bar. Well, let's see. How does 5 do? Yeah, got it. Nice. 5 gold for the silent. Those gold things for Slay the Spire feel like such a fucking feel-bad unlock, because it's like 1 gold, 5 gold. I know that after you get enough of them, they'll add up to something, but... Ooh, man. Party hat. But yeah, they feel bad when you get them individually. It's just like, really? That's it? 5 gold? Yeah, it's not the worst filler, but it's just such small amounts, you know? Like, oh boy, I got a fucking 10th of a common card in the shop. Like, yeah, the figures would be a problem. I would expect an actual implementation would probably try to do something like either find ways of giving you the characters without having the figures, like doing some sort of memory rewrite that could trick the game into thinking that it read a different character than it actually did, or having a thing where you could like input which figures you have. Because that was the thing that I was considering back whenever RuneScape was a boss rush, where you would have to enter in which, like, high-level PVM gear you actually had access to, so that it wouldn't try to, like, give you access to a scythe when you physically didn't own one. I don't know, I mean, like, the data would be on the game. Like, it's on the disc. You know? The characters are there. All you're doing is just making the game think you unlocked it some other way. If that counts as piracy, like, because the Battle Network randomizer gives you the base chip that you normally need an e-reader for. Because, like, it's in the game. You just have it. I do not have a red mushroom. Accidentally starting debates is the best way to start debates. Okay, 4 I'll give you. Battle Network 4 is not good, but 6 is actually great. Battle Network 6 is really good. 4 is the black sheep. I still like it, but its biggest problem is the fact that you need to beat the same game 3 times to actually get to the end game. And the end game is always the best part of a Battle Network game, like the post-game stuff. So the fact that you have to do the same shallow story 3 times gets real annoying. I've definitely reached Ginger Island before. Maybe it wasn't an achievement before. Hey, kid. Yeah, Battle Network 4, it tried something new, and that thing didn't work. So they immediately stopped doing it, and Battle Network 5 went back to being a little more traditional. Also, I love that they've changed the sprites for the Golden Walnut. That's cool. Yeah, and then that's also the fact is that Battle Network 4's story is not the best. Like, in terms of the actual plot or the stuff that you do, because the bulk of the game is a tournament arc, right? The idea is that they're doing a series of world tournaments to try to find who is the strongest net battler because they need somebody to beam their net navi up to a sentient alien space station that has deemed humanity a plague and is going to destroy the planet. Like, that part's really fucking cool. But the fact that 90% of the game is just a series of linear tournament battles is not. Yes, the aliens are definitely correct. Because that alien is Duo from Mega Man 8, who is like the champion of justice in the galaxy. So by making him Duo.exe, they have slightly implied that he's correct. That turtle's still there, but this turtle is not. Alright, I only have 13 walnuts, so... Let's see if I remember where all of these nuts are. But yeah, anyway, you were saying having trouble wrapping your head around Battle Network. One thing that I might recommend, there is a game on Steam called One Step from Eden, which is basically the Battle Network combat engine in a roguelike. It's a whole lot more. It's probably much more complicated, but it is also a lot more modern. Like, there's a lot more. Oh, I'm gonna have to lock in for this in a second. I'll go back to One Step from Eden in a bit. Because, like, the last round of this is no joke. What the hell? Did I misclick on the wrong one? Because I thought for sure it was the blue one. Oh, it was red-blue? I looked over at chat and I didn't see what the first one here was. Hang on. I could have sworn it was blue-red. Oh, that one was really difficult. There we go. Got it. A Gasha seed. Isn't that what you get whenever you play Genshin? Anyway, One Step from Eden. It's, I'm not gonna fucking fight these guys with a scythe. It's a more modern game. Like, it's got, you know, it's got your, like, shops and roguelike upgrades and all that. And yeah, HM strength is pretty good. If you can play One Step from Eden, you can play Battle Network. It's quite a bit harder, but I think it's great. I love One Step from Eden. I, like, 100%ed it. There's, like, a sequel that's, like, versus only, I think? It's not like a sequel, it's like a spin-off kind of thing. I don't remember. I haven't played that one. The developers made another game, and I haven't played it yet. Yeah, One Step is more overwhelming, but it's just the combat, and it's got a lot more, like, upgrades and things. You don't have to worry about, like, deck building and all that. So it's just the pure control, like, action experience. It's essentially the most complicated part of Battle Network without any of the other stuff. So my recommendation is play that one for a while and struggle with it. And then it'll be easier to go to the easier game afterwards. You could also play Battle Network 1, which is honestly a little janky for my tastes. It has a lot of problems, not the least of which is the fact that you can't run until you get an item about halfway through the story mode. But because it was the first in the series, it tutorializes hard. It doesn't really get into any of the complicated stuff for a long time. It really makes sure you know how the game works. A jar of pickles! I can go give it to the weirdo pickle lady. You know what that means? There's more checks to do in Choo Choo Charles. Woo! Alright, what other walnuts does the tracker think that I have? That's not the tracker. That's a different one. That's the tracker. The muscle node one, the harvesting one. This fucking thing. Ambrosia. I could start doing the dating mechanics in Hades. Let's see here. I can't break that, so there's a walnut under there I can't get. Can I craft? Yeah, there we go. I just need wood. Let's get some wood. What can I toss for the time being? I'll grab these rocks in a second. Alright. Let's see, there's circle of grass, diamond of indents, diamond of pebbles. Nope. Coconut. Ah, but I'm full. I got plenty of rocks. Yep, this place is called Ginger Island because there's ginger on the island. Shoot. Nope. I think I remember one of them now. But it'll be hard to see in the dark. Yeah. There's that one. And yeah, I'm going to use a camping kit here, so... Just because it's expensive to be here. All right. Let's see if I can find these last two that aren't related to these respawning muscle nodes or me needing to farm. So there is a circle of grass and a diamond of indents. I have another snow yam. I got this one. I think these are the indents it's talking about. So somewhere, I think there's a diamond-shaped thing of them. Ah, okay, so you unlock access to this. That's actually nice, rewriting the dialogue here. Your case is a bit special, isn't it? I believe a friend could help you out because someone has to send you the check. That's nice. Actually, I think that's it. There's the circle of grass. But now let's see if we can find out what this diamond of indents is. Is this unlocked? No, it's not. Oh, I think it's the one that's under this. Which means... Well, no, that wouldn't be unlogic, would it? Hang on. Let's see. Island West. Puzzle. Let's see. Bottom left of the tide pools near the ocean. Okay. Ah, there it is. Oh, and that's one hell of an ability to find there. Fucking unkillable ass mutalisks. That's pretty good. Let's see. So I could grow stuff here. And then there's also all those muscle nodes. All right. Well, that's everything that we can do in Ginger Island other than the, like, random checks, which we'll probably get later when hopefully we have the farmhouse so we can stay here for longer, or at least the ability to craft camping kits. How's about we do some Journey of the Prairie King? Does that sound fun? I am gonna stop by my house and store some stuff. Ah! Do I have Junimo Kart? I'm not sure. I'll have to see. I never actually did Junimo Kart. I ended up beating the game before I needed to, which was honestly a godsend. I don't think I'm very good at Junimo Kart. I've not played it much. Alright. Now these guys should be okay. They... yeah, there we go. I had some preset. And I'm just gonna let those eggs stick around. Because I'm gonna need them for one of the bundles. Oh! Hey, Ring! Thank you for the resub! Thank you for the Bezos bucks. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, the commitment bundle. I'll need 12 missed fish. Oh shit, I wonder if that would have counted if I'd missed a bunch during that fishing festival. Balls. One of these was eggs. I still don't get this one. Beets. Yeah, I don't have any of these processing things. I have the rare seeds, but I don't have a seed maker. Actually, don't I? No, I don't. Furnace, anvil. Yeah, I don't have a seed maker. Crabs. Iron bars will be tough for that one. I'm gonna need to get a goat to sacrifice at some point. I could communism, but I want to move my money down. I feel like I have to give this one the prismatic shard. I feel like something bad will happen if I give it a rock. That one I'm gonna have to figure out how to do without ruining the stream. I don't know what to do. Ah. Oh god, this one's gonna suck. Oh. Doctor bundle. Yeah, I know. I need to disconnect and reconnect, but that would close the stream. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do it without losing the stream. Oh yeah, that's right. Also, I'm on localhost. I don't know if I get this one. Like, I get the meme, but I don't know what the joke is with the items. I can get the coffee for this one. I have the Java ring. Ah, that one's in logic now. Okay. Lots of honey. Very sticky. Oh, fuck. I forgot about this one. Oh, god damn it. Ah, get away. Ah, I have to go even further to close this one. Ah, my mouse. Hang on. I know I can just hit escape, but this is the principle of the thing. I know I can hit escape. I want to do this legit. There we go. Strawberries. Can I make that wooden floor? I don't think I can make the bug steak, even though I have enough for it. I don't have the recipe. Yeah, wood floor. 1 wood. There's the wood. I just wanted to find out how many eggs I needed. I can't drop it off from here. That's right. That was a mod that I had that did that before. I could make the triple shot espresso. I'm pretty sure I can go buy that recipe from Gus without having to unlock it. And I have a bed. I could just take my bed. Burger King. I have a diamond in the crystallarium. I could bring a quartz and an iron, I think. Chaos emeralds. I have another diamond for that one. Raisins. I have to kill a bunch of pumpkins. Trash. Okay. Okay. Not a lot to drop off. But we'll go drop it off. And this took long enough that the saloon is open. Now, where the hell is the saloon? The saloon is in Marnie's. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna spend a little bit of money on maybe some seeds so I can plant them in Ginger Island. And then I'll be able to do the communism bundle. No, it wasn't here. It was a bulletin bundle, wasn't it? Yeah. Now, which one is the one that had the floor thing? There it is. All right, that is all that I can deliver at the moment. Let's go do some Journey. Oh yeah, the Burger King bundle. You didn't see that one? I need to either get a children's toy, a crown, or a burger. I already gave it a soda. Oh yeah, I forgot to go feed, well, water the bean. Hey, Toby. Ah, yeah, okay. So, by the way, when it comes to the VODs, The VODs have been releasing like one a day. I scheduled up a bunch of them. I didn't want to dump them all at once. It's awful for the YouTube algorithm to just dump hours and hours of footage all at once. So we should be caught up soon. Probably by the time I get back from my convention, we should be caught up with all the VODs. But yeah, the meme bundles are hilarious. Okay, this is Prairie King. I guess we'll try some Junimo Kart. Yeah, I have a VODs channel. There should be a link to it in on the Discord. I should make a command for it though. Ah, motherfucker. I also didn't get the cherry, so. Ah. Motherfucker. The thing is that I like Journey of the Prairie King. I'm not a fan of Junimo Kart. I feel like that's not a huge, hot take. I do at least have items that will make these easier, and I don't have any. So Junimo Kart checks are not in logic for me right now. But some Prairie King ones are. I'm just gonna try to beat one level. Ah. This is Junimo Kart. Motherfucker. Damn it. I mean, the Moleville minecart minigame in Mario RPG was pretty good. I like that one. Motherfucker. Ah. Oh, what was I supposed to do about that? The thing fell from like the top like 2 pixels above where it hit. What was I supposed to do about that rock? There's no way I could have jumped in reaction to it. There was no time. I just jumped straight into it. I really need to abuse the coyote time on this one. Because it's pretty forgiving. Like, it is a very large window. Ah, damn. Okay, Ocarina of Time, you're in for a treat. The game's legitimately great. Some of the controls have aged poorly, but if you're willing to put up with some jank, it is a fantastic adventure. But to your original question, a game where you're just like, I really don't want to like this, but I have to admit it's actually kind of good, for me was the Insomniac Spider-Man game. I feel like I couldn't get through the Miles DLC, and I don't want to play the second one, because I feel like I got everything it had to offer, but I did have to admit that what I got in that game was really good, and it did honestly deserve a lot of the praise it got. Oh, now you're in for a treat. Psychonauts is fantastic. Oh, God, I'm so glad. I wish I could play Psychonauts for the first time again. And then once you beat it, you gotta move on to Psychonauts 2. Like, it is so rare that the long-awaited follow-up to a cult classic game that was adored by critics but generally sold poorly, like, that was in development hell for like a decade. Like, do you have any idea how impressive it is that Psychonauts 2 actually turned out to be good? It had everything in the barrel for becoming the next Duke Nukem Forever, but Psychonauts 2 is legitimately, like, better than the first one in every way. And the first one is one of my favorite video games of all time. Psychonauts 2 is just that good. Oh, it's so good. Like, okay. I will also say, whenever you're playing any Psychonauts game, take your time. Go talk to people. Wander around. Like, get into conversations with the NPCs. Like, don't just go to your next mission. Go everywhere else but your next mission and talk to everyone. They have dialogue for every situation. There's going to be one part near the very end of Psychonauts where all you need to do is take a turtle across the room. You get it? At the start of a cutscene, and you just walk across the room and talk to the person who owns the turtle, and that's all. And every single character in the game has entire conversations about that fucking turtle if you go talk to them while holding it. Like, you have no reason to leave this area, but every single character has unique dialogue for it. Oh, the levitation training. Yeah, Mr. Pokelope. Did you find the secret room in the levitation, in the levitation course? You will know if you got all of the mental vaults. Fucking, I can't do Junimo Kart, man. I'm doing Journey of the Prairie King. Yeah, I haven't actually played the Psychonauts Archipelago yet. I need to. It's in my list. Like, I have my list of ones that I bring along whenever I'm doing an async, and I just let it randomly pick one. And then whenever I play that one, I remove it from the list, and I just haven't rolled Psychonauts in any of them. But yeah, Izark, if you haven't found the secret room in Mia's dance party, whenever you get the chance to revisit old levels, I don't remember if you get it before or after that level. I would highly recommend going back and trying to find it. It's a trip. Okay, yeah, you knew about the room. No, motherfucker. I got greedy. I wanted that coin. Oh yeah, play Psychonauts. Like, if there is one thing that you take from this stream, it's fucking play Psychonauts. Like, if this whole thing of me streaming, if it just comes down to me getting a couple more people to play Psychonauts, it will be worth it. So, like, I have, like, a meticulously maintained list of my top 10 video games of all time, because I just think it's important to sort of be aware of your favorites, the things that work and what doesn't. And like Psychonauts 2 is number 3 on that list, which I've played a lot of video games, and being number 3 is pretty fucking high. Oh yeah, no, that's how you gotta play Psychonauts. You can't do the story stuff right away. You have to go fuck around as much as possible. You see, I feel like my top 10 are all over the place. There was a little teaser in one of my videos about it. One of the edited everything Mizer episodes, the one where I played Undertale. But yeah, like, yeah, you're like molasses going uphill in January in crutches. I mean, I can afford it. Yeah, might as well. Oh yeah, no, The Messenger, I am so glad I discovered that from Archipelago. It is so good. Like, the movement in it, like, I cannot express, like, if you watched me play it, and you're just like, oh, this just seems like a kind of normal fucking side-scrolly combat game, I cannot emphasize just how good the game feels to control. You can't see it, but if you get your hands on it, you'll understand. Ooh, Celeste. Everyone's playing all these great fucking games. Like, you guys are in for a treat. Like, all of these are fantastic, and they're all absolutely worth it. I mean, most of my time has been spent training for the UFO 50 Bingo League and playing RE9, which are both themselves pretty good games. I'm not very far in Resident Evil 9, but I am really liking what I've got so far. Yeah, let's see. So, like, top 10 list. I'm gonna have to go top to bottom, because that's how I sort of think of it. Number 1, like, call me fucking basic, but it's Undertale. Like, it's the game that kind of, like, made me realize just how much one person can do. Like, how effective. It's just a beautiful piece. Like, it is legitimately moving. It's fun to play. It's got such wonderful writing. It's gotta be Undertale. And I can't lie to myself and say that it's not just because it's cringe or whatever. Number 2 is Dark Souls 1. I do think it's the best in the series because of a lot of its jank. Like, I am of the opinion that a video game needs to be a little bit shit in order to be good. And Dark Souls 1, you can really feel the human element in it, because it's got so many problems. It feels like it's a miracle the game exists at all, and the fact that it became so popular, so beloved despite all of that. And like I said, number 3 is Psychonauts 2. It is absolutely wild just how good Psychonauts 2 is. Like, it has all of the signs of the sequel that didn't quite nail down the vibe of the original, but it does. It nails the vibe and makes it better. And it's got some legitimately important stuff to say about, like, the world and mental illness and how we talk about it and stuff. Number 4 is Mega Man 2. Just the tightest fucking platformer and the best soundtrack in gaming. I don't know what more to say than that. I kind of have to hand it to it. Mega Man 3 is objectively better, but I like 2 more because it turns out the soundtrack of a Mega Man game is a very important factor in how fun it is, and I just think 2 has the better soundtrack. Number 5 is Brutal Legend, of all things. It is a weird one, but it is a game that feels like it was made just for me. Ow. Whoops, I didn't want to use that. But like, you ever play a game that's so niche it feels like it was just made for you personally? Like the developer is like, let's make a game that Digi will fucking love. I love the real-time RTS. I even liked Minecraft Legends, which is objectively a bad game, but I just really like that action RTS style of gameplay, and it's all a whole bunch of heavy metal music that I love. And that's Digi's top 5 video games of all time list. I guess I could go further. What the fuck else am I gonna talk about while dying at Prairie King? Number 6 is Silksong. I love Silksong. It's so good. It was worth the wait. I have a whole playthrough of it. Check it out on my VOD channel. Like, it's the newest game on my top 10 list, and oh boy, did it earn its fucking spot. Let's see. Oh, ad. Oh no, I'll stop talking. I'll stop listing things until the ad is over. Silksong, and then ad. That's fine. I'll go over it again. Become Toho. That's what the sheriff badge is. Ad break should be over soon. And then I can continue talking about games I like. Might as well. Okay, so the ad break is over. As I was saying, we're going through my list of top 10 video games of all time. Yeah. Number 6 is Silksong. It's the newest game on my list. It definitely earned its place. It's just a masterpiece. It's fucking beautiful. The gameplay is super tight. It's a worthwhile successor to Hollow Knight, which I love, but I don't know if it would have made it into my top 10, but Silksong absolutely does. Yeah. if there's one problem with Silksong, is that she never actually says Shaw in it. Number 7, Mega Man Legends. I cannot stress just how buck wild. What? I don't even know what that is. I've never gotten that. I cannot stress just how buck wild of a game it was at launch. It was one of the first 3D adventure games. It predated Ocarina of Time. It was a big 3D open world. It had voice acting and everything. It was absolutely mind-blowing to like fucking, what was I, like 6, 7? No, nobody clipped that. I'm pretty sure I was 6 years old or the year after. But yeah, Mega Man Legends, absolutely fucking mind-blowing. And, like, the characters are so good. I love them so much. I'm sorry, I'm just tilted by accidentally saying funny number. Let's see. Game number 8. I feel like, okay, so Deltarune probably belongs on this list, but I also kind of want to wait until the full game is out before fully ranking it, you know? It feels unfair. Like, it's currently really good, but there's always the chance that it could completely shit the bed in the ending. I don't expect it to, but a bad ending has ruined many a great game. So, reserve judgment. Deltarune, will call it an honorable mention. Anyways, number 8 is old school RuneScape. It's just something about the world. It just, I can never leave it for long. It was an important part of my childhood, and it's an important part of my adulthood, because I've made the randomizer. I got to do that really fucking cool randomizer with Hanani and everybody, and that was a blast. It's just like an important ass game for me. Number 9 on my list is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Yeah, the worst one. Because that was when I got into modding. Like, these last ones are very subjective. These are the ones that are, like, important to me, but who the fuck wants an objective list of, like, someone's favorite video game? Subjective is what you go for, but, like, Brawl was a game that I learned how to mod. I made characters. I made custom rosters and stuff of other people's characters. And I spent a good portion of my life working on essentially recapturing that lightning in a bottle by making a moddable Smash Bros. Engine game that I got in too deep, and then Rivals of Aether Workshop and Freemakers kind of came out and ate my lunch because I just couldn't get it done fast enough. So I eventually abandoned it, but I learned a lot about programming working on that project. It kind of got me my current job. Oh, fuck. Okay. Because a lot of the techniques that I used for that are what I use now. Like, a lot of my runtime loading engines and things that I wrote, I use for my data visualization job. And anyways, number 9 on my top 10 list of all games of all time is a Resident Evil 4, the original one. It's just cool, man. Like, Leon fucking breaking people's necks, jumping out of mine carts and shit. It's just really cool. All the other ones are like, here's this deeply personal thing. And Resident Evil 4, yes, 4 is the one with Ashley. Yeah. And it's just, yeah. Yeah, it's the one where you have to rescue Ashley. And it's just, it's, the game's just really cool. And in 10th place is Psychonauts 1, which dropped a lot because Psychonauts 2 kind of ate its lunch. I used that exact phrase just like 10 minutes ago and it feels weird. But like, Psychonauts 1 is still fantastic. Even though Psychonauts 2 kind of usurped it, it's still really good. Hello, Kaito. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're catching up on some checks. We did our walnuts. Now we're doing some Prairie King badly. Ah, fuck. I wasn't sure if you wanted to be pinged every time that I played Stardew, and I figured if I did, it would be annoying. So, oh god, they just spawned right on top of me. I hate those mushrooms. They're too fast. I don't like them. But yeah, I've just been sitting here talking about my top 10 favorite video games of all time. And that was the whole list. At any given day, the bottom 3 or so could shuffle around. Yeah, shooting the shit while shooting shit. But yeah, back on the subject of Resident Evil 4 a bit. The original one is on there, but not the remake, because while the remake, I do think, plays a lot better, like, all the gameplay stuff in the remake is really solid. The gunplay is better, the boss fights are more interesting, the areas are better. But you lose out on the fucking goofy-ass Saturday morning cartoon villains. It's like the cheesy one-liners, now the villains would, like, hijack your comm system to go and, like, make fun of you while you were playing through. That was just absolutely nuts, man. I love it. It's so goofy. I am really glad that the RE4 remake kept the bingo line, though. But in general, it was a lot more played straight. Damn it. Well. Oh, I got another life. What the fuck? I must have picked one up. I thought I was at 0 already. I don't know, what else can we talk about on the fucking Journey of the Prairie King podcast? Damn it. Alright, I think that's enough checks. But yeah, that would just happen, like... Yeah, you would be just going about your business and then suddenly fucking Ramon Salazar would just show up and just like... He'd hijack your comms, he'd call you a bitch, and then he'd run off cackling like an idiot. Ooh. I don't know if I'm on that version. But that was all of the Prairie King I had in Logic and then some, so... I only had up to the end of World 1 in Logic, so... Should be fine. We'll come back later. What do we got? What do we got here? We have a couple of holidays. And we've got some friend sanity. But friend sanity is going to be hard to do without a decent sort of source of gifts. Well, that's fun. Whenever you hit organize, the rare crows swap. With the upgrades, I'm pretty sure I can get through Prairie King just fine. Without the upgrades, I could probably grind it out, but, like, I'm not awful at it. It'd take me a little while. of things that I'm surprisingly not awful at, did anybody watch my UFO 50 bingo race yesterday? It had to get called early because my opponent had like an emergency come up. I don't know if we're gonna reschedule that or if it's gonna count as like a forfeit. But watch the VOD. It was fun. I feel like I did some pretty good play there. Yeah, if you haven't played UFO 50, it is a lot, but essentially, yeah, because there's like 50 different games, right? If you haven't heard the elevator pitch, UFO 50 is essentially, you know those like, 50 games in one pack-in things that you could buy at a Costco or whatever? It's like an alternate universe where imagine if one of those and every single game was good. The story of it is basically that it's like a collection of the games of a fictional development studio that went out of business. And under the surface, there's like a meta-narrative where it talks about like the downfall of this company by basically this rich guy that starts investing in the company to the point that he basically owns everything. And then he gets like into some sort of weird productivity cult and like starts really fucking with things. And then a lot of the programmers leave, and the ones that are still there are just like making stuff because they like the games, even though they're not even being sold anymore because the guy is like gone completely off the deep end and is hoarding all of their game IPs. And it's crazy, but like you have to go digging for that. There's like an ARG in the game to find all of that. And despite all of that, it's just a good game. Like, so many of the games in UFO 50 are games that I would pay $20 for outright. And it's a collection of 50 goddamn games. Yeah, it is a lot like the beginner's guide. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, it is. I know your secret, Lewis. I don't think I've ever had this cutscene before. So then I think the line cut out. I can't hear a thing. All right, guess I'll hang up. There we go. Cancel. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I could go do some mine stuff. I could also build the well. Let's go hit up the mine. I'm gonna keep the hoe. You know, you'd think after all this time I would learn whether it's faster to get to the mines through Pelican Town or through Robbins. I feel like I probably should go through Robbins. I think that's faster. This thing is not good at all for food. Yeah, I can't even eat it. I'm just gonna toss it. There's no point in hanging on to it. That's a little bit of food. Yeah, this one's not actually entrance rando. So is that 15 is the one that I need to reach, or is that where I need to start from? Let's see. I didn't see that. Like, I saw that there was a thing going on, but I didn't really read deeply into what. Is there some changes coming to entrance rando? Oh god, one check. If it's Stardew, oh my god. Yeah, how do you end up with just one check in Stardew? I mean, I suppose the front door of your farm going to something like the Mushroom Cave. So, like, you wake up and you just go outside and it's the Mushroom Cave, but then how do you ever leave? House, bathhouse, backwoods to Sam's house. Oh, shit. How do you get out of that loop, though? Like, at some point you would need to be able to leave, right? Nope. Thank you for the follow. That is Cat and Box. I hope you enjoy sticking around and seeing me doing shenanigans. Oh, it's followers goal. What was that, 170? Wow. That's actually a fairly decent amount. That is more than I probably deserve. Yep, you were number 170. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, you missed 169. Unfortunate. Oh my god, there's a rare slime. Am I gonna fight a rare slime with the fucking scythe? Yes, I am. We're gonna be here a while. Ow. We're gonna be here a while. Like, okay. Oh my god, a weapon. Holy shit, a weapon! Finally. And it's a good one. But, yeah. I don't want to, like, put words in your mouth or anything, but isn't it fucking great whenever, like, somebody else decides to implement that thing that you have been wanting to do for a while, but just consistently deprioritized? Because it's just like, people want it, but like, I've got other stuff that I would rather be or need to be working on. And then if someone takes it over, it's great. Oh, shit. Triple shot? I didn't know that the Java ring could drop triple shots. Another one. Ooh, that's good. That's needed for a bundle. Ow. Let's eat this winter root. Cherry bombs are good to get. Oh, I'm so glad I found a weapon. You go kill those tiger slimes now. Get another walnut. Yeah, having to write the logic for just RuneScape and its chunks, I have a profound respect for people who've made entrance randomizer for complex games. Because boy, does it get out of hand very quickly. There's a point in which, like, a difference in scale becomes a difference in kind, and making logic for something with that many locations is a completely different beast. I might need to go into Jack and Daxter soon. Like, okay, I am not just saying this like I'm not trying to be a yes man here or anything, but I do mean that when I say that, like, Stardew Valley, I think, is probably one of the best implemented randomizers in all of Archipelago. Like, the code is so clean, it runs so well, it's integrated so nice into the game, it feels so seamless. Like, you made quite a thing here. This is an absolutely fantastic randomizer. I know. You're always quick to, like, credit all of the other developers. I know it's not just you. And pass along my appreciation to everybody, but, like, I've said it, like, somewhere on there, like, on my VOD channel, there's a thing, like, after the Everythingamizer, I did, like, a tier list of the randomizers, and the S tier was, like, the god randomizers. Your Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Hollow Knight, and Stardew Valley, because I do really think that it's up there. Landstalker was in its own tier. That was a joke that I made. Like, I finished all of it, and I didn't rank Landstalker, and I'm like, oh, that's everything. I'm done here, guys. I'm wrapping up. And then people are like, wait, what about Landstalker? And I'm like, oh, it's been here the whole time. And then I change my window crop and scroll down and show that there was a tier below F tier that just said Landstalker. Ow. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I also don't like Python. I thought I liked Python, and then I got better at programming, and now all of the things that make Python Python are all shit that I find really annoying. I cannot tell you how many times I have spent, like, a whole day trying to chase down a fucking, like, what type of variable some parameter to a function is. Oh yeah, Miss Swoop, my wife, we were actually in the same programming class years before we ever met. She was in the interdisciplinary film and digital media, which was things like animation and digital art and things like that. But as part of that, they had to take a CS 100 course. So yeah, we could have met years earlier. And yeah, that's the thing. Python does all of the easy stuff for you and makes all of the hard stuff harder. Is like, a lot of people who don't know programming get hung up on the syntax of it. And they're like, oh, I don't know how to write this way. And I'm like, at a certain point, once you've learned it once, it's basically the same for every language. And the syntax is not the problem. It's architecture. It's structuring a large program in a way that is maintainable. And Python makes the syntax easier while making the architecture damn near impossible. Grab! I need to eat something. Let's eat this yam. But yeah, I have lost days of my life trying to track down what type a variable is. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm trying to figure out what a function's doing, and it's just like you have a parameter that's name is like param, or even if it's just something even like something more descriptive, like it's something like multi-world data or whatever. And I'm like, what does that mean? What functions does it have? Like, so much of the programming I've done has been just variable dot and then look at what the autocomplete suggests. Like, oh, what are all the functions and variables on this thing? I could probably figure out what I want to do if I just see them all laid out in front of me. But you can't do that with Python because the IDE has no fucking idea what variable it is. You can if you've got the whole project source loaded in, but you don't always have that. Yeah, with type hints and everything. Yeah, and that's the thing, you can lie. Someone could make a mistake and pass you data that you don't have. But like, if you're working within an ecosystem, like Archipelago is probably one of the best maintained Python projects that I've ever had to look at the code for. Because like a lot of times it's not that clean. If you're doing something like a plugin for Blender, where you don't actually have all of that source code available, like you're just writing a script to be run by a different program, and you don't actually need that code around, it's so frustrating. Yeah, so the thing about like the type hint, the lying type hint thing, this is where like a controversial programming opinion. Can I blow this up with a cherry bomb? I don't know. No, I can't. Well, this is where our delve ends. I can't mine this. Oh wait, no, I can. What the fuck? I guess the ones in the mine are slightly different. As another diamond. Oh my god. What don't I need? Sap. But yeah, anyway, I got distracted, but like, my controversial programming opinion is that you probably shouldn't write comments. Like, not everywhere. If you're doing something particularly gnarly, like if I've got a convoluted if statement, or like I'm looping over something weird, I'll put a comment on it. But like, I don't comment every method. I hope that the name of the method and like the return types and everything are probably enough to demonstrate what it does. Because if I change that later, yeah, that's a good point. You comment the why, but not the how. Because like, if you go and you change something later, you're probably not going to remember to change the comment because you might have just done a refactor on something and you don't even have that file open. But like, that can cause problems. All right. Most of the comments that I put in my code are things that are like apologizing for doing something bad. Like things like, this if statement fucking sucks, but I couldn't think of a way to like abstract it more. Whew, there we go. Made it. That's Ministry of Madness from Stardew. That's one of the bundles. I have a Ministry of Madness bundle that requires a lot of this sort of garbage. Squid Fest? So is that how that bundle works? They're gonna just mail me the items and I need to hold on to them and send them back? That's cool. I'm just gonna go over here and grab my, what's it, the thing from the furnace. Copper bar, that's the word. Yeah, let's just bring the furnace. I'm really glad I found this club. Not just, ooh, I got a thing. Where the fuck is my museum? Hospital, okay. But yeah, not just because it means that I can fight enemies, but because it means my Java ring can proc more. Which means that I can move faster. Inventory full. Balls. I'm actually gonna go drop off some of these gems in the Chaos Emerald bundle. Just the diamond, I think, actually. Yeah, the other one, they're part of the Minecraft bundle. But yeah, I'm gonna Crystallarium these. Once my diamond is done, I'm gonna break it and pop in the amethyst, I think. Oh, I could do that. Ow. I have one crab. I need like 45 crabs to do the crab rave bundle. Squid. I can't do this without having my own fishing rod, can I? Man. Yeah, I can't actually do anything here. They won't loan me a fishing rod. There's at least a lot of forageables here. I'll come back. Wait. Ah, shit, I didn't bring my chest with me. Okay. Bread. Alright. So I have a lot of stuff, but I don't want to sell any of it. I'm actually trying to get my money down so I could do the communism bundle. There's that weird spinning pink thing that I can't really identify because of my small resolution chat window. One of these days, I'm gonna remember to maximize it before I close stream for the day and see what the hell that is. Alright, well, I might as well go do the green slime bounty. Ah, Diddy Kong. It kind of looks like the little, like, what's the low poly rotating cat? Maxwell? But, like, it's too tall to be Maxwell. So, yeah, Diddy Kong, I can see it. I can kind of see it now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Alrighty, then I go talk to Lewis. I think I'm gonna, since I'm already here, I'll go turn in this one here. Yeah. What's the next one? Advancement. Oh, that's farming. Alright. Alright, where can I find Lewis? If he's not at home, he'll be at the saloon tonight, so shouldn't be too bad. Inventory full. Wait, where the fuck is his home? Okay. So the museum goes to Mayor Lewis's house. I got my little notes open with my randomizer settings. This is already confusing, and it's like the mildest version of entrance randomizer possible. Nope, he ain't home. And I don't have any of these. Alright. Well, he'll be at the saloon eventually. Maybe I'll check and see if I've got the Journey of the Prairie King progress save thing. I don't want to play Super Metroid Map Rando. I haven't actually tried it yet. Not just like the door randomizer, because I did that in the Everythingamizer, but like Map Rando, where it completely changes. Okay, it doesn't look like this one has the continue point thing. Where like every individual room is completely randomized and they form like a coherent map. Like they have the shapes and everything and they make sure that they form an actual map. It's hard to describe unless you're like really in the weeds of what makes Super Metroid randomizers work. But it is a very different thing. uh let's see. I do need to just cash out so I can communism. What would be good to get? Probably salads. I'm just gonna grab a couple salads, I think. Oh, I'm full. Never mind. I have to go hit up the chest first. And then wait for Lewis to show up so I can collect my reward for those slimes. I feel like I know enough tricks in in Super Metroid that I could do a hard map rando. You know, Kaito, you have a point. You know what? You raise a very astute point. I'm gonna go donate whatever I have on hand. No, Map Rando doesn't have its own custom thread. And it is a separate game than Super Metroid. It's not like an option setup. So it doesn't fit the doesn't quite fit the criteria, so no Map Rando. I'm proud of your contribution to the motherland. Glory to Arstotzka. Now I just have to remember which thing it was in. Sappy, Sticky, Burger King, Corporation, Celeste. Nope. It's gonna be the last fucking one I click on. Balls. Yep, last fucking one I click on. Yeah, it hasn't gotten a full custom channel, so. So it didn't quite make the cut. There we go. And it was a raspberry. Well. Yeah. Let's see. So there's the connection one, but I don't know how to do that because I'm locally hosting. The Stanley bundle, I could just sleep for 5 years. I'm gonna give a prismatic shard for this one. I'm not gonna give a rock. I feel like if I give a rock, something bad will happen. I have a bread, but not enough. This one's gonna suck, man. Potato, 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 potato. Oh, clique. Wait. Do I need to get sent the thing to unlock the Cleek bundle? Like I was just playing Cleek? I'll have to figure that one out. Yeah, we're saving this one for the end, but I also don't know how to do it. I mean, I could go fucking grind for the living hat. No batteries. Oh yeah, I can hint for this one. That's right. I tried to do this before, but I didn't have enough hint points. But now I do. So hint location hint bundle. Ah, I'm so close. No, I mean, yeah, I didn't think the living hat was one of the ones that you were counting, but it was. I was saying like that is something I could do. I don't quite have enough for the hint yet. I'm still not there. I need 6 more locations. Hint percent is 10. It's still at its default. I think I hinted something already in Stardew, so I need to hit 20%. I have a garbage. I have a CD. I don't have a newspaper. I could donate the coal as a ball. I don't have a lot of it, but I suppose I could. I'm saving up my eggs. 57. I'll get that eventually. I don't have the ability to get goats yet. Cleek bundle's gonna be the last. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that one. I'm just gonna hope I don't need it. And then I'll figure out a way to, like, spoof it. I'll move the server off. Do another, like, to my laptop or something. No, I mean, like, I could do it. It's just really annoying, and it's something that it would be hard for me to do on stream. What part of what? I didn't see a message that anything got blocked, and normally I do, so I don't know what you said, what you typoed that Twitch thought was very offensive. Pop-up? I don't know. Huh. Dead pumpkins. I can't fish yet, so I can't miss fish. Fuck it, I'll donate a ball. Wait. Oh, I'm not actually in the bundle screen, that's right. I was looking at it from over here. Ball. I could do the dead pumpkins. And I could do the, I mean, I guess this forces me to miss fish instead of requiring missed fish. I guess I can't purchase it. No, okay, so I need to actually miss the fish. Okay. I could do the Stanley bundle. I need to put some stuff in Energy Link for that. Next time we're in Satisfactory, I'm going to need to figure out how to hook it up to Energy Link. Because that's probably my best source of Energy Link right now. Maybe Mega Man. Mega Man 2 is also a good source of Energy Link. Because there's a couple stages that have a big energy pickup fairly early on. I could do this 450 dead pumpkins. But, oh, those pumpkins, they're good money. I kind of want to sell some first. I'm probably going to turn them into jam for the capitalist bundle. I think I have enough sap for the sticky bundle. The very sticky bundle. Yeah, I have the capitalism bundle and the communism bundle. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I could do the coffee for the fine bundle. You're right. It's not precious. I was just like, no, but it's my coffee. But yeah, you're right. I can get a lot more of it. Yeah. Some nice political commentary there. The communism bundle is super easy that you could do immediately. And the capitalism bundle will take your entire fucking run. I was debating whether or not to go through with that for the couple of friendship points, but I'm not really going to be pushing for friendship points until I have some decent gifts. So I'm just going to skip it. It'll probably decay by the time I actually start trying to get friends. Oh yeah, I should check if my chickens have food. Oh fuck, Lewis at the saloon. I might have missed him. I still have another day to turn that in. I did it the day I got it, so you have 2 days to get it. I mean, I have the key to the town. I could just break into his house. Okay, cool. He's still here. Yeah. Fool trap. Oh no! Yeah, his house is at the museum. I remember that. We went there earlier. Fool! All right. Well, we're about to hit our last ad break for the day, but it's also time for me to wrap up. So I'm going to use that ad time to go find someone to raid. Ooh, I could go donate that. Okay, so that's like crystallarium. Do I want to grow more diamonds for gifts? I think I want to grow more amethyst. I'll hang on to these for now. How are our little chickens doing? Pretty good. I need fucking 57 eggs of each. It's gonna be a while. I could try to buy more chickens at some point. Alright, let's save and quit and then go find somebody to raid. Because I am done for the day. We're not in an ad yet, so I got time to talk, but I'm gonna be gone for the rest of the week. We have a convention this weekend, and we are heading out really early on Friday morning, so I'm not streaming Thursday evening. I will catch you all in a week. I feel like I've spent more time taking days off than I've taken streams, but I got shit I gotta do. This is gonna be a long run. I hope everybody's ready for this to be fucking years. Let's see, who do we got today? There's a lot of people doing Stardew. Who's doing Archipelago? Ooh. Vicky is doing a permadeath randomizer. And they're in Dark Souls 3. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna go. I mean, they look pretty fucking stacked out. They've got the Grass Crest shield. They got a fucking... I want to say this is the... No, that's not the... Prince Lothric sword. I don't know. It's some kind of cool-ass greatsword. But yeah, I'm gonna raid there whenever the ad break is over. So in like another minute. In the meantime, I can see what this letter is. I am not going to catch Willie Lingcod. That's just not going to happen. All right. Ad break should be over very soon. All right. And ad break over. All right. Let's go ahead and I'll get the raid ready. I had to cancel it because it has like I didn't know that there was actually a timer that you have to hit the button, and I didn't want to lose till I knew the ads were over. Anyway, raiding again. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out here. I will catch you next week. I think we might go back into Isaac. See if we can clear that out. But until then, I will leave you all with this life advice. Learn where all those golden walnuts are. They're very useful, and you can get so many of them really early on. If you're ever playing Stardew, it's just good to remember. There is a very powerful place, Ginger Island. Good night, everybody.